If we're talking barbecue sauce in Bama, we have to start at the source. Big Bob Gibson's in Decatur, Alabama, the home of our unique and famed regional sauce, the Alabama white sauce. Their classic recipe is now over 100 years old and creates the perfect marriage with smoked chicken. We're going to learn a little bit about the origin of the sauce, the family business, and why it pairs so well with poultry. Then we'll make our own batch of sauce and see the magic happen in the smoke pit. I caught up with fifth-generation pitmasters and restaurateurs Andrew and Jacob Lilly, the brothers who keep this place not only running smoothly, but packed out, even on a weekday at lunchtime. What's their secret? Let's find out. So Big Bob Gibson's legendary white sauce, how did he come up with that? What prompted him to create this sauce?
This was 1920s with Big Bob.
Right.
During the weekends, he would barbecue for everybody in town. Long lines would come in, cook in the back of his house. During the week, Big Mama would be the cook. That's his wife. I didn't call her Big Mama, but coming from stories
Big Mama.
from my granddad telling us
You know
stories.
she's a good cook. Her name was
called
Big Mama.
Yeah, 100%.
So I think he had a little help with her creating this white sauce. Because think about it, what was in the pantry? Salt, pepper, homemade mayo,
some oil,
vinegar, or some kind of oil, whatever they had in their kitchen. So they would just throw things together. Well, then they created this sauce, and he used to give it out on weekends when he was cooking in the backyard.
Just give it out.
Just
so
give it
was
out.
there any other kind of sauce that he could have taken inspiration from back then, or?
There could have been other households that created maybe a similar sauce, because everyone was using mayonnaise back then.
Yeah, there's no way to know, especially for us 100 years later.
Well,
We're not changing it, put it that way.
Y'all are white sauce.
Exactly.
We're not changing
So,
it.
it was made famous by him, and he was able to get the restaurant going off the chicken and his smoked pork and everything. So.
And anytime you talk about Alabama barbecue, the first thing that comes up is the Alabama white sauce and Big Bob Gibson. So iconic.
Yeah, we're proud. Yeah, we're proud to be associated with the household in Alabama barbecue. You think Alabama, like you said, white sauce. That's what you think of.
So, in the Gibson family, do y'all all eat white sauce, or is there someone who doesn't eat white sauce?
I think you'd probably be shunned from the family if you didn't eat white sauce.
Excommunicated.
No, everybody does. It's just something it's been a part of your life growing up. Our whole
You were
extended
weaned
family
on
as well.
white sauce, right?
That's right.
Like filled
Yeah.
bottles with it.
That's right.
Do y'all make up fresh batch like at home, or do you always have it on hand? Is it at every meal? Do you always have white sauce inside?
No, I wouldn't say
not
every meal.
but if we're having barbecue, you can guarantee there's a bottle of white sauce on our
You're not
table.
dipping your scrambled eggs in it, man.
No,
Not me personally.
No, definitely not.
All right, we've been talking white sauce. Let's go make some.
Well, let's go.
Let's get in the kitchen. Put me to work. All right, here we are.
Here we are.
Line up
This is
of
it.
ingredients. Bowl of mayonnaise. You know it's going to be good. And we're
Honestly.
making 1 gallon today, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm surprised at how much liquid goes in. So run us through these ingredients here as we toss them in.
So right here, we've got salt, black pepper.
The good old coarse kind. We were
That's
talking
right.
about.
That's
Absolutely.
right.
We don't want any of that
Absolutely.
ash.
It's
You
gotta-
don't- you can't. You
it's
gotta have
be
coarse.
coarse
Gotta be
pepper
coarse.
in white sauce.
Sugar, lemon juice. This right here, a little secret. We've got a special seasoning.
And, it's not a whole lot, but
I'm just
just
gonna do a
yeah,
little.
go ahead, yeah.
I'm gonna try and dissect that. It's delicious.
Yeah.
It's got a little smoke in there.
And then vinegar.
So
That's it.
And is
Pretty
there a certain
simple.
kind
Pretty
of vinegar
simple.
used for this, or
so
is that a secret too?
just a
Just
little
a
bit.
little
It would be
bit, but-
equivalent to like
yeah.
a white distilled vinegar.
Gotcha,
It's
okay.
it's actually nothing special.
Nothing special.
Let's mix some salsa.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
So
you want to go
first-
ahead? You can go ahead and
Yeah.
add it yourself if you want.
All right.
So, yeah, just-
is there a certain way that you
I
add
would-
everything?
I'd go salt
Salt,
and pepper,
pepper.
first. Just dump that in, spread that around. There you go. See, that's
Yeah,
a
that's
lot
the
of
good.
That's the
lot
good
of
pepper right
And you
there.
need that in the
You
sauce.
can go ahead and go in with that sugar.
Less
And then
sugar
we
than
just
you
go,
think, too.
Yeah, not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot.
And we just go on down the line.
A lot less than traditional barbecue sauces, too,
Yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely.
Lemon juice.
Just enough to sweeten it up a touch.
The secret ingredient here.
There you go.
All
And
right,
so,
you-
2 different types of vinegars?
No,
or?
it's
Same vinegar.
just a little more. We need
Gotcha.
a little more than
Yeah.
that quart.
There you go.
Whoa, we're getting.
There we go.
There you go. Look at that.
So see, nothing crazy, no specific steps. We're just dumping. And we got to mix it over
Oh,
here.
I was about to
Yeah.
say, do you use a certain kind
Yeah.
of instrument here to mix it? So I need to use this at home when I'm making my white sauce instead of a whisk.
So we just want to mix it up a little bit.
And so you probably made it enough now, you know exactly, like, consistency-wise, verbatim,
Exactly
right?
what we're looking for, and you can kind of look at it and see, you know, like, we might need to throw a little extra vinegar in there. It's a little thick, or vice versa, throw a little more mayonnaise. It's a little thinner than we like, but I can tell this one.
It's looking
beautiful. This is going to be pretty good right here.
That ratio is good.
Yeah.
And is there a certain, like, if you beat it for a certain amount of time, does it just get too watery? Is there just like a certain technique to that?
The thing you want to be careful of, if you don't beat it enough, you'll have those little chunks of mayonnaise in there, and it doesn't quite mix all the way.
Look at that bubbly
Making white sauce is messy work, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let me just go ahead and try a little bit.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just make sure. That's good.
Good.
Pretty spot. Y'all might know a thing or two about that.
So yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we've done it a few times.
The vinegar adds the perfect little bite to it,
Exactly.
It
too.
does.
You get that tangy acid.
The best.
You get that little lemon juice coming through.
And the lemon juice really does, like, come barreling through.
Then you get that pepper. That's the star of the show to me.
Yeah.
You get that peppery just tang in there.
And beautiful. It's just like the
And
beauty
it looks
shot.
great. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You get those little black peppers, you know, poking through.
So is there a technique for applying this white sauce? Do you dunk it, mop it, slather it, base it? What do you do?
For us, is dunking. When we go into the pit room, you'll see when we take the chickens off, we call it baptizing the chicken. We have
love
a
that.
big pot of white sauce. We'll grab the chickens with the fork, dip it in the white sauce, throw it, and it's ready to go. And then right as we're about to serve it on the plate to give to the customer, we'll actually mop it before service.
Just do just a little addition.
A little
Yeah,
addition.
it's just a perfect visual. You get that sauce over the top.
Right, but I'll say amen if somebody baptized me in that too. All right.
Just good.
A gallon of sauce.
That's it.
Take this in the pit room. We can go dunk some chickens.
All right, let's do it.
Well, if you want to, we can go ahead and start taking some
Let's
off. and
do,
dipping
yeah,
it
let's
and-
take them off.
All right, let's
The-
do it. Let's get some gloves on.
We're gonna let you,
you
start
try
the
it,
show.
yeah.
All right, let's see.
All
I'm
right.
gonna show them how it's done, Jacob. and
Yeah,
then
I'll
we'll-
do the first. So with these and how long we cook these, they can sometimes be a little tender. So what we
Right.
do, there's two bones here.
Uh-huh.
Basically, fork between the bones right here.
Oh, you got that down.
Damn,
like, you
that's
know
it. Hey.
exactly.
I can close my eyes right there and do it.
That's got
There you
some
go.
good wrist strength, too.
Yeah, you'll get some forearm muscles after doing.
You
know.
ain't kidding about dunking it, too. Like, it goes for a big swing.
all right.
We don't call
Absolutely.
it baptized for a reason now.
Deep dive.
There you go.
All right, I'm going to go for this one.
All right.
And the bone was, like, right there, right?
That's
That's
it. Perfect.
Oh, you
Oh,
sure you're
right.
that before?
No, don't try and hire me. You'll go in the hole.
There you
Oh,
go. That's
look,
it.
get a little messy
Look at that.
there.
That's it.
Hey, if you don't get a little mess in the pit room, you're not doing it right.
Man, it coats it absolutely perfectly, too. You wanted to get in there?
I'll jump in there.
Let's see if you're as good as...
I might not be as good as you, actually.
No, man. Yeah, you're quicker.
quick.
I have to do mine two hands.
We've got guys who've been working for us for 30 plus years, pit guys.
Right.
We've got second generation, third generation pie makers, second generation, third generation pit masters.
And I
working
think
for
it
us.
takes that level of knowledge and experience to kind of keep
Absolutely.
that tradition
It
going.
does. It does.
That's the great thing about chicken and barbecue in general. Really, it's so versatile. There's no 100% correct way to do it.
And it's so unique to regions, too.
Yeah.
You know, I mean...
It is
Exactly.
correct. Yeah.
Exactly.
And y'all kind of set the bar, so especially for white sauce. Now there's only one thing left to do. Get me some of that smoked bird with the famous sauce. I couldn't leave without a bite of pie with mile-high meringue. My beard is still sticky. All right, I'm gonna have to roll back to Brilliant now.
All right, hey.
Thanks so much for having us.
Thanks for
for coming.
coming. Good
I'll
to
be
have
back.
you here.
Come back and see
Keep
us.
my apron on the hanger.
We will.
See y'all later.
Yes, sir. Very unsouthern of me, but I'm not a deviled egg guy. It's not.
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave this table.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
I love those old recipes that are like, beat this 200 strokes.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I'm not doing that.
I'll be here 3 hours later.
Yeah.
How much white sauce do you make in a day, in a month?
So we're doing about 20 gallons a day at least.
Just
That's-
20.
And
Wow.
if it's a holiday, we'll do even more. So that's roughly 600 gallons a month.
600 gallons.
Yeah.
Y'all fill up a swimming pool with that.
So you could.
Could.
You could.
Could.
That'd be a fun swim.
Yeah.
I'll even get my hair wet for some barbecue sauce.